greet with Austria. Vincent is waiting over there. Within a few minutes I will introduce him. My name is Koos, I'm the host of this press meet and greet. Nice to meet you all here in Rotterdam and nice to meet you all over there watching our online press conference in the online press room. Hi there, I hope you're doing great. If you have some questions, please go to the chat, ask them immediately and we will receive it on the iPad, and of course I will do my best to ask as many questions. Also for you here in Ahoy, you have the possibility to ask whatever you want, and after we do the interviews there's a possibility to make some photographs over there. So I think that's what you need to know right now. So let's start, let's open up to Austria! Hello Vincent! It's so nice to have you here. Sit down please, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you, Koos.
So how are you doing?
Wow, I already told you had the best suit in this room.
Oh, thank you very much. But we're not going to talk about my clothes, eh? We're going to talk about your rehearsal.
Yeah.
What did you feel when you entered the stage?
It was very magical to me. It was really like, it was almost like I felt really connected to the stage. And yeah, just, you know, the friendliness and the respect that is going on all over the place is just amazing. And how you guys organize this it's just, it feels home to me.
Oh wow, that's good to hear, thank you.
Of course, you do all the great job.
Tell us, because you were working on this for months and then you are waiting behind the scenes and then you take your first steps on the stage. What did you experience?
For me, personally, I really tried to hold back the tears because I was so touched when every time I sing Amen, the first line, it touches me. It's just like, boom, something just happened to me. Because, you know, everything that I've ever experienced in my life, I put into the song. Everything from losses to separations to, you know, anxiety, grief, and all of that stuff. You know, even the last this last year and the last few months has been super challenging for all of us. So I feel like all of this in that song. So I feel that. So I tried to really hold back my tears.
Wow. And I saw your coat.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. It is a coat designed by Michael Cinco. I really admire him so much. He's a world-renowned fashion designer. He's made clothes for Lady Gaga, for so many people in Hollywood, the red carpet. So I'm just so glad and so humbled that he's such a humble guy that he wants to work with me. So yeah, it's kind of like the Philippine flag right there.
Wow. And your voice is really steady. You have a huge, how do you say it?
Range?
Range, yes.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank you, thank you.
And what do you do to take care of your voice?
Well, I have an amazing coach. His name is Per Bristow. He lives in LA. But I also, you know, with a lot of training and, you know, experience, at the same time, it's not just the technique, it's actually really the emotion of the song, and it requires so much authenticity from you and all your soul in that. So I feel it's a combination of your handcraft, your thing that you really try to, you know, you try to practice every single day, but then also the connection of your technique to your emotions. So I love Per Bristow, he's an amazing coach.
Singing with the heart.
Singing with the heart, yes, exactly.
Okay, great, thank you. Let's do some questions from the people who are out there in our online press conference. This is a question from Rob from CNN. Thank you for asking. Hi Vincent, Rob from CNN here. How difficult was it to wait 2 years to perform at Eurovision? And how important is it to people in Austria to finally have Eurovision to enjoy it again?
Personally, it is a big honor for me as a Filipino Austrian to represent Austria. Really, this is such a big thing for me, and you know, that they chose me another time. I can just say thank you to the head of delegation, Stefan is right there, and to all of the leaders of all of the people involved in ORF, you know, just giving me the trust for the second time that I didn't take that for granted. So I think we're all excited in Austria. We can't wait for this to happen. So the wait has been way too long, and now this is the time to shine.
Okay, let's do another question. This is from Ireland. This is Dermot from LMFM in Ireland. Can you tell us something about who designed the concept of your wonderful staging and what inspired it?
Well, together with Marvin Dietman, we've been working for a lot of times already. I mean, he started as a dancer in ORF, and actually the whole delegation, Marvin and I, we were tried to say the message is the most important. We didn't want to have way too many things that distracts from the message and the authenticity. You know, it's a very hard word, but yeah, we really wanted to have a very subtle, minimalistic thing that I was like, where's the minimalistic going? These lights are really, really nice. So I was kind of shocked when I was on stage. It's Marvin Dietman and the team. Yes.
Yeah. Afterwards, you take a look at the footage, the video. You saw your own rehearsal. Were there some things that you were like, we have to change this, or this must be different at the second rehearsal?
Well, I was just actually listening to the audio because I think audio is very important too, especially one of the most important things, how I sing, how I come across with my voice. I think the chorus can be just a little bit more up, but that's a technical thing. I think the all-in-all technical and my in-ear mix is just so good. It's so easy to sing, but we were just tweaking just a little bit. But I think the most important thing for me is the emotion that this song requires. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Another question from Belfast 89 FM. What is it like to be alone on the stage? Empowering or scary?
It's actually, you know, even if you are on stage with a group, you know, the struggle is still the same. You still have to deliver. You still have to be in your own bubble, even though you are in a group. Of course, you can say, I rely on you, but what if one makes a mistake? So you carry the responsibility by yourself. So it's just one person to blame. But I think I enjoyed to be on stage with Nathan Trent in Kiev. I was his background singer. It was tense also. So, but I was happy that he was in the front and I was in the back. So I had a little bit of a workshop before.
Okay, let's do some questions from the people here in the. Let's go over there. The gentleman sitting there. Yes, please stand up and introduce yourself, please. Thank you.
Hi Vincent, this is Neil Farm from Eurovision.com.
Hey.
I was just wondering, your song last year, Alive, and then this year, Amen, they're two very different songs with very different styles and very different meanings. Was it always your intention to create something different for 2021, or did it just end up happening that way?
Honestly, I never really planned, you know, especially when Eurovision 2020 was cancelled. We all had to kind of like lean back and try to, you know, find the right song again. But at the end of the day, when Amen came into the plate, we were like, oh my gosh, this song has so much meaning, and it all just triggered us in the right places of our hearts where we're like, you know, I can always make my own music, you know. And at the end of the day, the most important was to find something that we all kind of agreed on, and I think Amen was the song that I felt at the end of the day was the perfect song that could help so many other people just by listening to it. So Alive, I really enjoyed it. That was a great team too. But you know, after Eurovision, I'm gonna release a new EP soon. So I think songs like Alive will be on set.
Do you mind? There's another song which is called Amen.
If I mind?
Yeah.
No, I don't mind at all. I feel like, you know, as this is a festival of creatives, it's a nice coincidence that we have the same song or same song title, but it's two different songs, it's two different persons, of course, and it's just super cool because it gives her a boost, it gives me a boost, and I like her song very much too.
Great. Okay, the gentleman over there.
Hello Vincent, this is JP from Radio International.
Hi.
My question is, you took part in the ORF Talent Contest musical. What experience from that contest can you bring with you to Eurovision? And how much does it help you?
You know, I was 21 years old when I won that show, and you know, my success. I think it just took a while, you know, to say that I'm kind of like came into my personality where I reach, where I say, okay, I'm kind of like there, but we all develop still, you know, and I don't say like, you know, I got it all, I know it all, but I think now being 35 years of age, I think I can say that, you know, all of that experience that I bring with me, you will see on the 20th of May.
I come back to you here in the room. First do some questions from the people who are watching online. Hi Vincent, Matthias from Colibi. Eurovision is all about diversity and nationality and origins. So I want to ask you how your Filipino descent influenced you in your music career and your participation on the contest.
I think we're all humans, you know, it's being a Filipino Austrian, I think this is such a big thing for me. You know, in Austria they say, you know, you're Austrian, don't say that all the time, but of course, you know, you can't hide the fact that an Asian is representing Austria, even though I really feel Austrian, but I will never really look Austrian. But that's the cool thing about opening up, you know, that we have such a good message that we should be open to humanity, you know, and I said it in an interview earlier, as the only Asian representative, I think it's super important to really stand for the Asians nowadays, because we do really face a very difficult time, you know, due to the pandemic. We've been bullied a lot, and I think I want to stand up for them too. Yeah.
Great. The gentleman over here in the front.
Hello Vincent.
I
Know each other.
Yeah, Marcus Schreuder, a Dutch name, but writing for the Standard AT Austria. We did a lot of interviews in the last year, and I still have questions.
It's awesome.
You told a lot now about how important it is for you to bring emotions on stage. And I'm just wondering, how can you do this every time when you're singing the song? Is there an exercise you have? Is there a ritual you have? Or can you just be emotional just with a fingertip? How do you do that?
I think that's it's a very good question, and your voice changes when you speak English. That's amazing, I love it. Well, I think it is a good question, because the technique and technique and emotion are two separate things that you try to combine together, and yeah, there's no formula to it. You just have to breathe in, breathe out, and just be in that moment, in that situation. I think my second run through that we did see was emotionally better, but from feedback wise, I think my voice cracked just a little bit. So I really think it's a thin line between the technique and emotion. So that's where professionalism comes in, and your true openness to vulnerability. Yeah.
Wow, thank you. We have time for one last question. It's a question from, and I hope I pronounce it well, it's from an Italian journalist, Vesna Zujovic. Which are the artists which inspire you the most?
Wow, that's easy. Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, nowadays Justin Bieber. I love people that can dance and sing at the same time.
Are you a good dancer as well? I think so, eh?
I don't know.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I actually love to move, yeah.
You can move, do you do the moonwalk?
Yeah.
Can you try it on stage?
Just because you have a nice suit on.
Ah, thank you. Thanks
Or
to
something like this.
Hey! Wow!
It's hard on the carpet. It's hard on the carpet.
You should be in a Eurovision next year, and then you should do a dance song.
Let's see. No, I think this adrenaline it's one in a lifetime, and I can't take it another time. I think.
Okay, thank you very much for this press meet and greet. Now we have the opportunity to make some photographs. You can go over there, leave the mic here, please. Thank you very much. And we see each other after your second rehearsal, and then we continue this conversation. Thank you very much. And enjoy, yes. Enjoy your stay in Rotterdam, huh? And take care of your voice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen,